And this is how you punish your opponent for not respecting your Ugins. Here you go. Discarding a card? Absolutely. Because now we draw a card. Man, I'll tell you, Ugin just wins. Like, I kid you not. So we probably have one turn to solve this. One turn. One shot. Let's go, Ugin. You have work to do. Hello everyone, it's Love here, and today Golgari in the version we all love and deserve, and there will be some cool interactions that you might not be aware of, because if you know, Raksasa's Bergen can be cast either by 2 chorus mana for every color that you don't have. So first, you can play it in Golgari if you want to pay 4 mana for it, but we still have blue, just for the sake of it. Sometimes we hit, but most of all, this is counted as 6 mana spell. You know where this is going. Here you go, your second favorite card in Standard. Up the Beanstalk is actually insane with Raksasa's Bergen, because you do extra cards just by playing it. So even if your opponent counterspells it, if you have like a double Beanstalk, you already draw 2 cards, and if they don't counter it, this draws you 4 different cards in this scenario. We also have things like the Regent and the Green Regent, and both of them can be cast in a way that also draws you spells with Up the Beanstalk. We also have Exhale for turn 1, Behold Dragon, and also this dragon is Cultivate in like Omen version, so this is actually super cool. That's why we're playing so many forests, because we will be taking a lot of them, having a ton of mana. And of course we have Ugin, Eye of the Storms, and you will see how dominating this card is, because it actually won us the most games. So this will be a fun video, and I really think you will love it. We'll talk more about the deck in the outro, and Cease and Desist is here for Omniscience combo, because I wanted to keep as competitive as we can, so we beat the ladder. And spoiler alert, we won against the ladder, so that's pretty cool. And last, but absolutely not the least, the absolute legend for today is none other than Mr. Azro, and I couldn't thank you enough, man. Like, I really appreciate you being always so cool, and I love to see you in the comments. So I hope you will like this deck. This is one of the coolest decks. It's Golgari control with Ugin, Eye of the Storm, so this deck is for you. Really appreciate your support. And with that being said, guys, let's hit the ladder. Right, guys, we're going fair. Oh man, this will be fire. We already have all the mana colors. We're on the play with Up the Beanstalk, and we have removal. A little bit too many Fountainports, it's fine. We have all the mana here. We won't get the Exhale, but we'll see. Let's see the matchup, that's kinda important. Orzhov. Not really, or usually this should be Orzhov, but I would expect them, we can get rid of this, to be like a Pixie Bounce deck with Esper colors. Up the Beanstalk can really help us, because we are playing cards, but we are also drawing cards. Another Up the Beanstalk. So if we get any 5 mana spell, we win. Or we go Rakshasa's Bergen, and that should be enough. Maybe this will be some weird control deck. Okay, so this is the fun part about Up the Beanstalk. Even if you get countered, you still win. Because we still got 2 for 1 for this. I think we can ramp. Like, that should be the play, right? Let's go Dragon. Omen me. And this, like, I played with the original Cultivate, and bro, this card always feels so good. Ramp into basically next ramp. Not really ramp, but you always get another land. Unholy Annex. This is a different deck. I expected something very different. Alright, so how do we do it? Do it. That's unfortunate matchup, because we can win basically every other. We go for the forest here, I guess. We could also go cottage. Yeah, let's go cottage. This is better. Alright, we can discard this forest and just play swamp, so we have symmetrical mana. We just need like 1 or 2 good draws. We can kill all the demons they will make, so they will probably die to their annex. Hopefully we can, you know, fight it. We definitely want to get up the Beanstalk value, so even if we hit like Omen or something, we can maybe play it. Well, this is exactly all the freaking things that we don't have answer to in our hand, because we need to be stacked against mono red to have any chance of survival, and that means we cannot hit the other cards, and with this it's very rough already. I think we kill Liliana. Like, this is so incredibly important. I can also get a little bit of value here. It will help later into the game, so that's a very rough situation so far. I honestly will take it. And let's not do it again, just for, you know, for reasons. Shouldn't really matter, but I will still get lost to show my no appreciation for this card. They can now go for the demon because they force us to tap out. We got good value, but now they have more time to make their demon plays. As you can see, they are using the occasion. But you know what? That's kinda okay. That's kinda okay. You can play a forest. I should absolutely play the swamp. That was a misplay. I could just try to hit them, you know? They're fully tapped right now. Alright, I won't be... Yeah, I misplayed super hard. This actually will make a difference. So I could just go for this guy and try to pressure them. Or I can get more lands to make sure that I don't draw. I still have some forests in the deck. You know what? I think this is a little bit better. I still will go with this. Triple forest, exactly. This makes our draws better, which means that we won't draw lands on the next turns. Of course, except swamps. And of course, this is still in the deck. They will attack first, but it's fine. I don't want to take this damage, so if they attack instantly, we'll just kill the demon. But maybe they will start playing stuff and thinking that they will have a demon. Alright, so ton of extra damage, not amazing. We have the food token, so we have a little bit more than, you know, we should basically. But very rough situation. We have just bad draws right now. So we are a little bit, getting a little bit behind. 2 damage is the most painful thing about this play. But now they cannot make a demon anymore, so when we kill it, they take damage. And maybe you can pressure them with Cottage then, we'll see. Let's see the attack, of course it's just a demon. Yeah, I mean, let's go. If we get 1 or 2 good draws, like Ugin, we can instantly kill Annex and win the game. So I think it will all depend on the next cards. Like if I draw Ugin, I get rid of Annex, I draw cards, and they cannot kill Ugin unless they have dedicated Get Lost. They probably have, but you know, we still got a good value, and then we start playing even, and we have still Up the Beanstalk. Momentum Breaker, interesting. See, and that was my huge mistake of playing a forest instead of swamp. That was exactly what I thought about, because we might be forced to remove it, because land is low value, and then we will regret it for the rest of the game. I need to keep removal. They might try to discard the last cards, it's fine. Right, do I kill Pixie and try to hit them in the face? They have 2 open mana, which is exactly enough to go for the throat, so I probably won't attack now. So I think we just chill, and we try to kill demons. If they tapped 1 more, I would kill the Pixie and attack with Cottage, but right now it just doesn't make too much sense. I probably play this. Yeah, because it draws us new cards, so we basically get free value, and that's what we need to do. I exactly feared this, because I think they might kill all the... basically, they might discard our whole hand on this turn. But I can use Fountainport and sacrifice this, so we are not using the map token. I don't think they can discard 3 cards. I'm pretty sure they can get rid of 2. Yep, as you can, they will get us to 0 very easily. I need to play Ugin. Like, the only reason this game is even, like, going on is Annex on turn 3, which is literally, like, the best way this deck can start. Alright, this is okay, because it doesn't hit the hand. And we're at 20. All I need is to protect Ugin, so I don't even want to play removal. Especially that if we play removal, we cannot draw card with this. Okay, you take your damage, you deserve it. Just please don't touch my cards. I have a cool Ugin in my hand. Alright, max speed. What has max? Oh, this one. Right. Lockdown. This is an interesting one. I honestly don't mind it super much, so I think they will kill it on the next turn or at the end step. They don't have mana for end step. So we go for this, we draw a card, that's useful. And we probably need to unleash our hand. Oh man, this is interesting. Can they Pixie on this turn? No. Okay, so we probably have 1 turn to solve this. 1 turn. 1 shot. I don't think they can do it at the end step, so this will probably absolutely butcher our hand, kill all our creatures, but nothing more. So I'm going for it. Let's go, Ugin. You have work to do. Alright.
I am the last heed. My count. There is clarity at the center of every storm.
Thank you, Ugin. I appreciate your voice. We will call you. Alright, so let's get the card. This is instant value that we really want. If they get rid of the lockdown, they will also give us back Up the Beanstalks. I'm pretty sure they have like Pixie, Get Lost, or Scroll Shift, something like this. Because otherwise they lost way too much on this. No way, bro. Bro, come on. See? Single Ugin completely is winning the game right now. Let's draw cards. This has tons of loyalty, like they will never kill it normally. Up the Beanstalk. I think now they will do this at the end step, so that's why we need to unleash our stuff, so we can get a ton of cards. I will still play a land, especially Swamped. Because of this misplay, see how long we needed to fix our mana, because I just played it like a dum-dum. And we don't want to kill this, they will do it themselves. We take ton of damage. I think Ugin won't die, right? It's only what? 4 damage probably. It should be fine. And I'm not attacking with Cottage. We prepare for the huge hit. And at the end step we can always go for those 2 cards and draw ton of cards. Okay, as expected. And that's why having 11 loyalty on Ugin is pretty decent. Now we draw extra cards. And we are not milling yet, so we have time. We can also Omen on the next turn. They will absolutely go crazy with this stuff. I could hit Tear Asunder. In all honesty, I think this is the moment to play this. And that's why we have this land, by the way. You can see everything is tailored perfectly. And our opponent is no more. They will never discard our hand, and with this really rough start, we actually managed to turn it around with single Ugin. So we are on the draw. We are playing against Selena. This is extremely good player. Let's go for this and see if that's some kind of aggro. Collector's Cage. Alright, so we need to remove every creature for the rest of the game. We can also Tear Asunder it, so that's actually pretty good. I cannot play Up the Beanstalk because then I might be in very bad spot very quickly. Alright, 2 creatures in 1. Love to see it. What do you do? I could just try to get rid of this and not have this as a problem. You know what, I think this is okay play. Sorry bro, I need to think about it. Because we can either try killing every creature or trying to ignore some of the creatures. But you know what? You know what, we go for this. Nope. First we kill this. Because they can activate this and then we kill it. This hits only non-artifact, so we kinda need to, you know, go for it in the right way. We can always play it later and double spell. They can put the counter. Okay, if they attack, we can ignore it. This is 1 damage, so as long as that's the play, we don't care. Alright, I could just fix the issue. We can always Tear Asunder for 4 mana. I will take it. I want to make sure that the board is clear. Oh, this is some kind of protection spell. That's smart. That's really good play by them. But we got a very good draw here. Let's go Up the Beanstalk. Basically, we are trying to, you know, trade cards. Right now, they are getting advantage. Because every time they bounce it, they basically get 2 for 1. But they also invested this, but we invested removal. So they're still 1 card ahead. The other choice is to get rid of the cage. So I can get rid of the cage and then go for the Virtue on this and then try to exile fully. I think this is the play. This is getting a little bit too annoying right now. Alright, and this was a draw. If I knew about it, I would play a little bit differently. So we go for this. We won't play another thing. That's important. Because we don't have double black mana. So we go for the tap land. I will make some fake stops. Just to pretend that we have stuff. Especially that Tear Asunder has not really here. Our opponent should be good enough to know this. Like, this guy actually plays Magic very well. Okay. I like it. Now we don't give them any soul partition target. Moment we play Ugin, we'll win the game. Like, this is the good part about this. Okay. I'm not sure if I remove this. Maybe we just keep the mana for Cottage to, you know, scare them. I will highlight it just, you know, just to make sure. This is their big turn. Overlord. Okay, okay, I like it. Okay, I think I know how we play this. They didn't attack because we held the mana. See, this is how you play against good players. You know that they know how to play, they will make the predictable, like, good plays that you can basically abuse a little bit. And now, let's go Waste. This is better. We could also go Virtue, to be honest. That I think this is far better, because now we draw a card. And I'll tell you, Ugin just wins. Like, I kid you not. And I think we go for this guy, because we can tank for damage a turn very easily. Okay, nice. And let's start doing those sweet, sweet cards. Yep, those are the draws. So right now our opponent needs to deal 9 damage to even threat, like, to kill this. And they cannot. This deck cannot deal 9 damage. And we will just solve Overlord late. Oh my god, this is... You can see, moment Ugin hits the spot, it's just dirty, man. Like, it's not even close anymore. And I probably just should play this. I want to get my cards, but let's be responsible gamer. This is the correct play. We make more creatures, we get more cards, and with Regent... Oh my god, it got worse. I will even wait one more turn. Because if they add to the board, it's fine. And I want to make sure I draw card with Up the Beanstalk. If they kill Ugin, we have another one, so it's actually good for us. Bro, I have to say, moment Ugin drops and they cannot kill it, the game is kinda over. Like, this is so much power, and it stacks so much loyalty that nearly no deck can compete with this. Especially that you keep removing their stuff, so how can they... only haste creatures can do anything about it. See, they are attacking through the blockers. This is the type of desperation that they are forced to. And this is the correct play. Like, they have to do it. And it's not enough. I will keep cease and desist just in case we never hit anything. Like, bro, look at... Like, they will scoop after this turn. And, yeah, and that's a good call. I should attack first, maybe? No, because they can block. So, we sweep the board, they have nothing. We have Ugin, we sweep, we swing. They will have Overlord on the next turn, but it won't be a problem. Yeah, and this is how we win. Guys, like, you can see how insanely dominating this is. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Like, this guy is super cool. Alright. Yeah, that's the power of Ugin. Alright, we are going first. This is a nice one. Because we can already remove stuff on turn 1. I bet... Well, we'll see, we'll see. I don't think it's an aggro, but we'll see. Yeah, whenever I have good opening like this, I know it's not an aggro deck. However, we drew Up the Beanstalk, which is a really good card. With this, we should be able to burn through all of our removal and get to actual value cards. Alright. So now they can counterspell for the first time, and I think they will. I really like this ramp. I will go with this. Generally you don't counter things like this, but they might. It's still a good decision. Yep. This gives 2 for 1, so in a way it's card advantage. Alright, this is exactly the counter spell I expected, and they probably play 4 dragons on turn 4. So we need to be... Oh, it's Zultai! Alright. The Dragon Bros unite. They got the ramp, we didn't. That's good for them. I didn't expect it would be a Dimir. So we can go Aether Dragon and start pressuring them a little bit. Or we can go Up the Beanstalk and try to outvalue them. I really like Up the Beanstalk play. They have green, so they can answer it. But we are drawing cards, we are getting stuff. And I can play Omen for 2 and -0/-0 the board. I will think about this play maybe for later. Interesting. Alright, nice draw. So, we can do stuff right now, but I think we'll go with Berghain. They probably don't know they can punish, that, you know, we can do such thing. So we should sneak in between their plays, or if we go at the end step and that should be still good. Oh, they're going for it like this. I could try to go for treasure. I don't think they will sacrifice this, but they might to get dragon into card advantage. If I play this, they will counter it without beholding the dragon. But I still get to get you know, new cards. We don't have blue mana, right? So we need to pay 2 for this. The point is that even if they counter, it's still card advantage, because Up the Beanstalk is pretty decent card. Like, the close of casting is insane on this. Alright, definitely Robber. Oh my. I think we milled them. I don't want the third one. But I will take it for future, in case they get rid of those. Alright, Outrageous Robbery is pretty insane here. I will go like this. So you can go for 4 cards. That's not amazing, but it's decent. And we can get rid of removal, so it's like 0 waste here. Here we go. I wonder if they... Okay, so they want to go for the long game. Interesting. They will probably just keep passing the turn. So right now, we are doing this. We need to force their hand to start doing stuff. And now we play another Fountainport. Do I care about this? It's Zultai, so they might have stuff. I will keep to it. Like, we already have everything we care about. First we attack. Like, they won't feel forced to do stuff for a moment. But believe me, at some point they will. I think we still need 1 more mana. Wait. So it's 3-4. If I play land, I only have 2. So I can sacrifice fish, but nothing more. So for this reason I played this, so we can double token on the next turn. Every turn we can Outrageous Robbery if they tap. I'm not sure exactly what they are doing, but I know it will hurt. Okay. Okay. See, we are forcing stuff. 3 mana, so 1 counter spell. They probably keep 3 steps ahead. Huh, this is definitely a counter spell deck. So I could go Robbery. They will probably have to counter it. I only have 1 more Robbery. And they might deadly cover up it. But if they play this, there is a chance they don't have deadly cover up. I will go for it. I think this is a good play. Because this will force them to either react or fall behind. Like, we are doing 6 cards with this play. Oh yeah, they behold the dragon with counter spell. Oh, alright, exactly. So 3 steps ahead as we predicted originally. Alright, this is nice draw. And now we can go for Ugin, I believe. And this is how you punish your opponent for not respecting your Ugins. Here you go. Discarding a card? Absolutely. Bro, we play them. This is how you destroy control players, with your better, cooler control. Alright, I'll be honest. On the play, I think this would be like close to auto win, because we are protected against... Oh no, we don't have a dragon. But we go Up the Beanstalk into bargain, and that's a ton of cards. On the draw, we might be too slow. Blue color. Alright, that's a little bit better. I wonder if it's Omniscience deck, in which case this will be the thing. I don't see white yet. This is our best card of the deck. I think that we still need to play it. They have counterspell, I bet you. But I need to risk. We'll take a... Yep, see, no priority now they have, so it's 2 mana counterspell. What can you do, man? You need to check them, and they always have it. But it is what it is. Synthesizer. Well, now you know why we play... Oh my god. We need to be careful about counterspells, so this is actually a pretty interesting situation. We cannot go for the bargain yet. Awkward turn. Really awkward turn. But the next one will be way better. So basically we need to go for this while they are tapped. Because they have counterspells, and that's a problem. They will draw a card with this. That's irritating. I honestly think I will go for it right now. This way, we lower the power of this guy, and we also give them the card so they have more fuel to keep playing, and that means they are tapping mana way more. Let's go Fountainport. This will also keep the priority, so our bargain will hit harder. And that's what we need. Bro, this guy is going freaking hard. Can you like, bro, chill a little bit, please? I will try to take one more turn of hits. Let's go. I think we need to play like this. Alright, guys. Alright, we have enough lands, right? So we take the non-land cards. A little bit risky, but we'll get there. I wonder if I up the Beanstalk now to get a bit of value. What are you? This treasure. Alright, alright. So that increases the power of this. The only question is, do I die on this turn? And that's a very good question, you know? So I can debuff it by 3. Then I need to sweep the board. Man, I would love to be on the play and sweep this. That would be game over. But we are not, unfortunately. I think we just go for the bargain. Which means we go for the tap land, because we might not hit the untapped land. I fear that they will try to kill us on this turn. If not, I think we should be okay. 12. I want to use this. I could actually block with fish, but then I don't have place. I prefer this. I think we just take it. I think we just take it. We also have another sis and desist, so we should get stuff. Alright, please. Oh no, they have open mana! Oh no. That's really bad, guys. Oh man, so normally, see, this is what being on the draw does to you. On the play, we could sweep the board and they were tapped. Now they are untapped because they have extra turn. And that's a problem. I will go with Robbery, probably. To just try to bait their counter spell. Oh no, they're drawing cards even. Which means that they will be more inclined toward countering. If I do it, I need to do it at the end step after they draw. So if they drew counterspell here, now, you know, they can use it. I basically need to check for counterspells and hope for either their mistake or them not having it. And I'm doing... See? I fear they have to. So I think we played everything perfectly from start to finish, but because we are on the draw, it still doesn't matter. Because on the play, we were guaranteed to have this. Here we go. Don't be on the draw. Alright guys, serious talk, let's talk about this deck. First things first, I absolutely love it. The fact that you have also like Up the Beanstalk triggering out of those things very easily, and mostly from Rakshasa's bargain, like paying 4 mana is a good deal. Like this is basically Memory Deluge, like the first phase of the card, but it also draws you an extra card, and Up the Beanstalk redraws itself, so you can basically invest into it, forget about it, and it always gets you behind. Like, if you have 2 mana during the game, that's always a good thing. Even if they get losted, that's actually really good, because they won't have get lost for Ugin, and then they need to scoop, because if you cannot beat this, you lose, basically. Also, Ugin is surprisingly a very good remover against annoying permanent types, like for example, Forge, Talents, this kind of stuff. You have seen that even removing single creature, by the way, you can hit with this 7-drop legendary Planeswalker. Also 1 mana red mouse, it exiles it, and it's a very good counterplay. So in some long games it might actually really help you to solve a lot of issues. And of course, with all the ramp we have with the basically cultivate, this one takes double forest, you cannot take different basic land type, which is like the big downside. But on the other side you have a dragon, and also of course there's no cultivate in standard right now. So this card, I wouldn't be surprised if it's really good. It's basically like in a way 2 ramp for 3 mana. So yeah, because you won't miss your next land drop. So really cool stuff, and of course Robbery is absolutely using all this extra mana while also drawing you cards with Up the Beanstalk. So it's a cheap way to basically cheat a ton of value while also not falling too behind on the board, because 2 mana is not expensive, and at some point you will shuffle all those omens, and the Regent is even cooler. I didn't really have to sweep the board, but you can basically, you know, get it into the deck again while also drawing cards from all the beanstalks, and very likely you will draw another Regent. So this can be your card advantage engine, which sounds completely like hilarious because it's just a sweeper, but it shuffles itself, and that's why it makes you know, the density over time increases in your deck, so you have more and more things triggering up the beanstalk. But of course you need to be careful to not mill yourself. That's why we are playing Robbery together with Ugin. Like, we have two different win cons, and of course you can just spam the dragons if you are so ahead that they cannot fight against it. I still went with Fountainport. I didn't want to go for this, you know, Dragonland. I honestly had it in the first version, but I think Fountainport is a little bit better. You don't want to sacrifice lands in this type of deck, and you don't super care about the dragon. You care much more for having fish to force your opponent that is playing a control deck to start reacting. And you have seen Fountainport was the reason we won this game, because we started pressuring and our opponent could look into the future to know that it will never end. And when you start making 2 fish a turn, control players need to start sweeping the board very quickly, and that taxes their mana, and it opens the play for Ugin. And when you sneak it, as you have seen, they just scoop if they don't have removal. They know they will lose against it. So I really like the deck. We will be playing with different versions of this one. I actually went 3-2, not too many games, but you know what? I'm happy. I'll take it. You have seen one of the lost games. The second one was very frustrating. Mono red that was on the play. I actually could win this game if I drew the second removal spell. I only got 1 go for the throat and 15 cards, which means I instantly lost the game. And honestly, I kid you not, if I got 1 removal extra, this game was easily won. So yeah, this is the only games we lost, and I'm pretty happy with the deck. I will be playing more of it, and this is a pretty decent way to use Ugin as the win con, because we have so much ramp. We don't go Ancient Cornucopia, because I think we don't have so much room for ramp. It's either this or Cornucopia, and I just could not play this. The mana base is very sketchy, because you need more forests than swamps, but you have more black cards than green, so it's awkward. That's why we are playing so many like 2-colored lands. I just went even with fast lands, because look, if you can hit right 3 lands, I mean, you can basically play the whole deck. You can even play this and even this if you really want to. So that's a cool thing. I think this is a pretty decent mana base, but generally it's always feels weird a little bit. But you need tons of forest for this to, like, you want this, the third one that you play still hit some forest, right? So it's good to play like 6, 7, something like this. So yeah, I'm happy with the deck. It was super fun, and I will be making more. What can I say, guys? Definitely not like the most competitive decks out there, because Mono Red is always like the most competitive deck out there. So if you want to rank up, just go Mono Red or Izzet, something like this. But if you want to have fun, this one is amazing, and it still seems to be winning, at least in Mythic. So yeah. Seems good. Alright guys, enough. And before we wrap the video, huge thank you to our amazing patrons that allow us to make every single day some crazy deck for you guys. So yeah, you guys are heroes, and I really cannot thank you enough. And with that being said, I have nothing more to add. I'm going to make a new deck for you. Hopefully it will be on the same day for all our elite members. So yeah, I'm back to grind. Thank you guys for watching, and see you tomorrow.